congratulate you on your Sunday victory and the just concluded Presidential and National Assembly election where you emerged victorious. On behalf of myself, the Executive Committee, and members of the National Assembly Media Forum will proceed with you and whereby, yes, social media, so online, we hereby present this card to you as a souvenir for your office and for domestic use, sir. Congratulations, sir.
Congratulations. Thank you. That means I can take it home.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very much. And to say that you are the first to come this formal way to congratulate me. I used to think that people who follow me all the time and say online, that they are busybodies, you know. But you have just demonstrated to me today that you really exist, and that you can be partners in the struggle.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I thank you. To say that the task ahead is not a small one. In the past, we were talking about non-performance of the Senate. We were talking about some people even call us a lame duck Senate, and yes body, and then we are struggling to come out of that trigger. Got immersed in a greater national monumental crisis in all directions, political, economical, social. That incidentally coincided with the National Assembly election, general elections, presidential election, and governorship and House of Assembly elections. And of course, it's no longer news that a lot of our colleagues were swept aside by what people have come to term the tsunami of political elections in this country. So, by the grace of God and your prayers, I survived. I'm here with you. It's not yet Uhuru, because up to this moment, as at yesterday, I could only apply for 50,000 naira to withdraw my money in the bank. My own money. You know, even when the central bank had said that banks should work Saturday, Sunday. So if you are not dispensing people's money for them, then you're crying out loud, what are you working on Saturdays and Sundays? There's no money to dispense. And right now, as I'm speaking to you, the money that we're talking about is the old money that we deposited in the banks. I think there's never been a more voodoo economics than this one. And I think it's not. Nigerians don't deserve this nonsense. Nigerians don't deserve to be put through this harrowing experience without any definable direction and result. I think it's not fair. Because you are in charge, you just decide to put the rest of us at your own mercy. I think that is not good governance. So I hope sincerely that the 10th Senate will rise up to the occasion and reposition this country, because I cannot see how we will not disintegrate if we maintain these terms in another 1 year. God forbid that something more ominous will happen to us. But I think that the central bank and other agencies of government that are in charge of the system should rise up to the occasion. There's nothing personal about the experience that we're going through here. It's about Nigeria. It's about the country. It's about also the perception of the people, what government is. Because if you drive this perception, psychological attitude of the Nigerian people to governments, it will take us years to recover ourselves. And I think most responsible government will want to go that route.
Distinguished Senator, we are very grateful. Closely related to that is the issue of these ongoing principal officers of the 10th National Assembly. Even though you are from the opposition, National Assembly, and People's Democratic Party, but yet you must also have an input. How do you see the journey to the 10th National Assembly vis-a-vis principal officers?
Well, that's a good one. I don't have to belong to the majority party to be concerned about the principal officer's position. Even minority parties have members that are principal officers too, so it's a round-robin arrangement. And so I just mentioned the fact that for those of us who are coming back and who have experienced the avalanche of criticisms against the 9th Senate, this time around I think we'll be very careful, guided by the mistakes of the 9th Senate, to pick principal officers that will work the system for the benefit of Nigerians. And of course, like our people say, if somebody tells you that your mouth is too wide, he's just telling you to please close it up. And so, if Nigerians think that the 9th Senate has not done so much for them, the 10th Senate certainly should be an improvement. And talking about improvement, it means that we have to take a step higher than we are taking in the past. And the beginning of that journey is the selection of leaders. And so I am hoping from the feelings I'm getting from my colleagues that we are going to be very, very careful in picking the next leadership of the National Assembly, especially the Senate. And I do hope that we will put our personal interests behind national interests.
Okay, Ralph.
More distinguished. You went, you saw, and you conquered. From your first statement, you did mention about 109 senators. You went back, only less than 40 came back. So would you ascribe your victory as your grassroots-oriented or your performance, or what do you think gave you an edge over others?
Well, is it Ralph they called you?
Yes, Ralph.
Well, I think what I will do is to create an enabling environment for you to go to Benue South and ask those people this question. Because the dancer doesn't appreciate his own dance steps. And so I will not be in a position to tell you now what actually was the reason that has survived the political tsunami, so to say. But all I can say is that our people are not all gullible. They understand. They know who is paying their bills. And I think that one of the factors, amongst others, that may be responsible for my surviving this political battle is the fact that I tend to the welfare of my people. You want to note that in most cases, very often, I get home. I didn't just go home. I went home all the time to feel the person, to know what problems were. And of course, they seize the opportunities to tell me what we were going through. I also ask questions because of the lean resources available to me as a senator. I always go to him to find out what can be done as a priority for our people within the lean resources available to me. And so in the process, I've tried to deploy much of what is available, has been available to me to the service of our people. And that, of course, is the reason that I left teaching, not because I didn't like teaching, but because I felt that there were certain things that people that were assisted to come into government were supposed to do that they were not doing for the people. And if we continued to rule over those people over and over and over, we won't be able to get any different results. And so I felt challenged at that point to come into politics, and that's why I'm here. And so if I'm here and I repeat the mistakes of those that I tend to come and replace, by making it look like business as usual, then my intellectual, academic qualification should be put to question. And so, at the backdrop of the raising the tide for venturing into politics at all is my driving force. I don't want to fail. The fear of failing has always been bad. Because I imagine that somebody will come up one day and say, hey, you said we were not doing well. You said they were not doing well. What can you say? So at the moment, without prejudice to modesty, I can probably say that I put my hands on a few items of development, a few items of improving the lives of the ordinary person. I say yes, I've come some way. So I think that what I've done for the people is partly responsible for why I am here at this moment. But above all, I want to say that our people, the electorate now, know very well how to place their cards, how to place their hands. I'm thankful and grateful to God that I've come here. And because you have shown me love, I invite you to come join me, partner with me going forward.
Thank you very much.